Hello, I'm Jimmy, the evil Scotsman, and this is my evil cat, Tommy. There's an unemployment crisis in the West. Let's dig in.
That I wish that people would have told me in the beginning of my job search is that when you're looking for a new opportunity, people think that you are stupid. Like, people think that you're an idiot. The amount of times I was told, oh, it's about networking. Have you tried reaching out to your alumni network? Have you tried applying for non-technical roles? Have you tried? And it's like, yes. Like, duh, I'm not an idiot here. And it kind of gets to a point where it's like, what do you do when you have tried literally everything? And a lot of people try to take advantage of you just feeling very insecure over the job search, and they try.
And let me guess, then they try and school you, then they infantilize you, treat you like a kid, tell you things that are obvious, tell you things that insult your intelligence. Say, have you ever tried Indeed.com? And shit like that.
They try to get you to buy some BS course. So many people give you the same advice over and over and over again, and it just gets so frustrating, and you already feel so alone during your job search. It feels like that everyone around you has a great opportunity besides you. Really annoying because people send you to like various job boards and they're like, well, have you tried this? Have you tried this? And it's like, yes, I've tried fucking everything. I'm not an idiot. Like,
called it. Because it's all you get in life these days. If you ever have any problems, you get some fucking ego-tripping bastard giving you the, when I was in your position in 1965, I did this and that.
Like, obviously, I want a new job, like, and people would tell me things like, oh, well, why don't you just try to do a humble job or something like that, and it's like, I'm getting rejected from them too, are you kidding me? It just gets so frustrating, and it just, oh my god, I remember being at a bar, and it was just like friends, my boyfriend's friends or something, and I just remember, like, this guy was like, oh, so like, what do you do? And I was like, literally nothing right now. Like, this job market sucks. And he was like, giving me some advice and was like, oh, the job market isn't that bad. Like, my buddy just got a role. And I literally just ended up crying, sobbing, because I'm like, oh my god, like, it is.
So how does his mate getting a job relate to this lady getting a job? Oh, the jobs market isn't that bad. I know someone who got a job. It's like saying, yeah, houses in Britain aren't unaffordable. I know a couple of millionaires who are buying up property like it's fucking penny sweets. It's a false correlation.
Is that bad? And like, obviously, going back to school was not my first choice, but it's not about like if you get laid off this day and age, it's about when. And I never, ever, 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 ever want to go through something like this in my life again, because no matter how much schooling you do, no matter what certs you have, no matter like what accolades you do have, people treat you like you are dumb when you have no job. Remember like talking to someone from my school about this, and he said to me, oh, well, why don't you try doing OnlyFans? And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh my god, like, no.
I shouldn't laugh, because it seems to be the answer for many unemployed young females who are at least a 6 out of 10 in attractive stakes, and even for less traditionally attractive types who have a niche market. I don't think it's good for a society when so many young women are seeing this as an actual employment choice. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. I hope that she doesn't consider it. Hope she keeps her dignity and morals.
No hate to like the OnlyFans girlies, like, do your thing, girl. Whatever.
Do your thing, girl. You're amazing. Yeah, we love the fact that we're liberating women by them selling their... Bye, Tommy. By them celebrating... we're celebrating the liberation of women by them selling their assholes for $5 per month online. Yay! Go feminism! Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo.
You're making more money than I will ever see in my life, so mazel's to that.
Wait. Look into the facts. Before you think about it as a career, ladies, look into the facts that only a very small percentage of OnlyFans girls are making the sort of money that she's talking about here. Yeah, maybe if you market yourself well enough and have a really pretty bumhole, then you might be able to make a wage out of it. But man, please don't turn our society into this. Please.
But I don't even know, like, why the fuck would you say that to someone? Like, why would you say that to someone? And you would not say that to, like, a man. Like, you...
Well, a man has almost zero marketability on OnlyFans because, well, maybe in the gay scene, I don't know. I would only imagine that in the hetero scene, women aren't necessarily voyeurs of men. They like what men do. Men like to look at ladies and they don't quite enjoy so much what they do. Now, obviously that's a broad sweeping generalism, but I hope you catch my drift. We're not the same, and a man's marketability on OnlyFans is very limited. Unless he has some kind of redeeming feature, like, I don't know, a 12-inch...
Like, you wouldn't. It just... I don't even know. It's like, no matter, like, what role I get, like, obviously I'm continuing schooling because I'm so nervous that, like, another offer is going to get pulled from me again, or that I'm gonna just wake up to a layoff email or any of these other things, and no one just talks about how everyone treats you. Oof, I added way too much pigment on here. So just, like, people try to tough love you, and it's like, that's not fucking required. I
missed what
feel
she just...
so shitty love you, and it's like, I added way too much things, and no one just talks about how everyone treats you. Oof, I added way too much pigment on here.
Wait, what was she going to say?
Talks about how a layoff email or any of these other things, and no one just talks about how everyone treats you. Oof, I added...
Treats you like you're expendable, disposable, instantly replaceable, treats you like an idiot, treats you like a child. I'll finish her sentence for her because her makeup distracts her there.
Way too much pigment on here. So just, like, people try to tough love you, and it's like, that's not fucking required. I already feel so shitty about myself. Like, I had so many people know what I was going through, you know, but...
She makes a very valid point. Tough love is appropriate in some circumstances. It's like the kick up the backside versus arm round the shoulder. Now, a good manager or a good parent, you know, or a good teacher will take the appropriate measure when they deem fit. But even good ones can get the timing wrong, get the circumstance wrong from time to time, and end up upsetting somebody even more with tough love than they were in the first place. Also, conversely, if someone F's up really bad and you tell them, it's okay, princess, put your arm round them, then they'd never learn to take accountability for their actions. So tough love is relevant sometimes. Gentle love and care is relevant other times. But what I don't like about the current social scene is there's an awful lot of needless tough love getting dished out to people who are clearly victims of a society and culture and jobs market that is not functional.
With my father dying, with my car getting fucking totaled, with everything seeming like that it's falling apart, and not having the job security was making me feel even worse. And people dared to have tough love because they thought that I was undisciplined, that I wasn't applying for shit, that I wasn't interviewing, when it's like, no, I've been doing that and more.
It's because people in a certain situation, now you can apply it to anything, right? Anything. Such as people in the USA who live a comfortable life, even the poorest in the USA live a comfortable life compared to, say, the poorest in the third world, where, you know, military junkers are controlling stuff and all this, and, you know, gangs are rampant and prostitution's everywhere. Like, there's levels of things, isn't there? And realistically, people can't relate to things very easily that they've never stepped inside the shoes of, the scenario of, you know. So if you've got people around you that have never been out of work, for example, in this subject, they're going to be unrelatable to the fact that you can't find a job, because they got a job and they stuck at it and they're still there, or they changed company but kept the same general career. That's not possible for everybody, and it's not desirable for everybody. Then if you find yourself in a position of, you know, frailty and vulnerability, instead of trying to help you, they tend to be trying to kick you when you're down. Now let me know in the comments, guys, do you think that narcissism is becoming a general human behaviour these days due to social media and stuff? Because it certainly seems like it from some of the things that I see and watch. I'd like to think it wasn't, though. Anyway, I better get this video finished. I'm going to keep it to just this lady's rant. I don't see it as a rant, I just see it as her releasing her truth, to be honest.
I'm not dumb. I'm 24 years old. Don't you think I know all the job boards? Don't you think I know, like, how the fucking interview works? Don't you think that I know how to use the STAR method? Like, I feel as if they think that they're discovering, like, a new ancient Egyptian artifact by telling...
Of course, it just goes back to what I said a minute ago. That's unrelatable for them. They don't have an answer to the problem, which is there aren't enough jobs available that are paying enough money for people to have any kind of life all over the West. And they might have a job that isn't that great, but they're with a partner who also has a job that isn't that great, but together their household income means that they live a comfortable life, but on their own they wouldn't be able to in similar circumstances. I wonder if this could lead to a rise in couples staying together, whereas in a more buoyant economy there may be a lot more quick snap divorces, knee-jerk divorces, because they think, oh well, I'll just get my own place. People maybe these days realise that isn't so easy, and if they ever want to have a social life for another partner, they'll need some clout, because we know what the dating game's like. You need a bit of cash. You maybe don't need to be very rich, but you need a bit of cash to go out and about. Entertainment venues, meals out are not cheap, and a lot of, I can only speak as a man, but a lot of women's expectations of you as a man are that you're going to pay, you're going to treat her, you're going to buy her presents, etc. That's all good and well in an ideal world, and that's what exactly I would do. But if it came to feeding my daughter or buying my date some roses, I'm going to feed my daughter, yeah?
Telling you, oh, but have you tried LinkedIn? Like, if you don't... Oh my god. This is why I'm like, if I get, when, I guess, so I don't go back on what I just said, when I get laid off again, oh, I'm just like shutting the hell up. I'm just shutting up. I'm not telling anyone. I'm not reaching out for anything, because this has made me feel so bad. I don't know if anyone else relates, but that's how I felt and that's how I feel. This is about like 5 minutes long now. I don't know who is going to watch this, but if one person can feel at least a little bit of relatability, then I have done my job here, because I'm sure that I'm not the only person who went through this. I am also just so nervous because it is the holiday season and places get back to you even slower. I'm so nervous that people who are like, hey, like, we want you to start, like, we're gonna send the paperwork over. I'm so nervous that they're not actually going to do that, and then I'm going to be stuck in the same loop again. So that is just the worst feeling ever. And if you are searching for a new opportunity right now, you got this, and you're not an idiot, and I hope that you feel at least a little bit seen.
Right, I'm going to end that video here. I'm going to cover this next one in a separate video. Please like and subscribe to me. Please like and subscribe to Keeping Up with TikTok YouTube channel. I think it's a great channel, because if you're looking for content to talk about from TikTok, but you're not a TikToker like I am, then it's a very invaluable resource, if you like, for a time-saving resource to find videos, good videos that are hopefully relatable and can hopefully help raise consciousness about this issue, so that maybe as a society we can do something about it for a positive change. Peace. Until next time.